Hi Tiffany, Shelby and I here about to do your balance. Enjoy. See you on the other side. Okay, so I'm now 100% Tiffany. Okay, are we in? We are. Beautiful. Is there any information we need before we get started? Are there any blocks to the higher self? No. Good. Beautiful. Okay. So firstly, because of the operation, we'll just check where your survival stuff is at. So where are your adrenals at? Oh, hello. Yeah, okay. So your adrenals are still switched on. That's okay. We'll calm them down. And hold. That's okay. Hold. It's not showing there. Do we need to go more physically or emotionally? Physically. Okay, so face down, face up. So let's go in and check then with the adrenals. Yeah, right.
Oh, big difference.
That's a huge gate. So the right foot's about 4 inches higher than the left foot, which is sort of interesting, which means the body's locked into a right-sided something or other. We'll check the shoulders and see whether there's a... So firstly the right hold. Okay. And the left. Yeah. So it's right-sided. So your whole right side is primed. Fine. Ready to go. So I'm glad you're doing well after the op, but definitely something's going on here. So let's go check your celestial circuit. And hold. Yeah. So, and not working. So, yeah, and it's on the right side, so it's that masculine doing. Okay, and it's down right. So, center of gravity, down right. So when you're sort of trying to balance yourself, just really visualize you being centered. And maybe all the anxiety and stress built up to the operation, maybe that just really messed with the brain, and because you had to do it, you know, put you into that bit of a fight of, I can do it. I don't want to do it. What can happen with an operation is that it stimulates, because there's adrenaline in a lot of anesthetics. It's part of the whole process. So it can stimulate the adrenal glands, which are still on, and they can forget to calm down afterwards. Because when you're having an operation, the unconscious brain is going, what are you doing to me? Because the unconscious brain is awake all the time. How's your teeth work going?
Didn't happen on Friday, so it's going to happen this Friday, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's Thursday, isn't it?
Good luck. Have fun.
Yeah, this is still just the initial appointment.
Okay. Cool.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. But it's for the surgery, not just in the chair.
Yeah, they're still in the gums, so that's got to be completely.
Yeah.
I'll be having surgery.
Yeah. We'll be doing a balance afterwards. So let's have a look. Okay, so now let's just make sure there's still no survival. Deep. Hidden. Okay, no, that's good. Okay. Were there any organs that were shut down? Okay, so there were some organs. Should we pop them in? Should we do more face down, face up, something face up? So, something electrical. Oh, okay, so there's 3 chakras that are blown at the moment, the heart, the base, and the 8th, which is underneath the feet. So which ones see priority? The priority is the 8th underneath the feet. So we might do a quick little balance on those just because that's about grounding. So you're just still not quite grounded after the op. 8th connects to the adrenals and the ethmoid bone. And hold. And hold. Okay, so it's only first stage stress. That's not too bad. So it's unlocking, but then it's locking when we ask it to. If it was unlocking and not locking when we asked it to, that's third stage stress, chronic fatigue of it. But where am I going?
Somewhere around the eyes.
Yeah. And hold. And hold. Beautiful. And hold. Excellent. Okay. So now, oh, okay, so the heart chakra still needs something. Base chakra's cleared though, so the 8th and the base must have been connected because that one's now not showing up, but the heart is. Yeah, so the 8th chakra, by the way, it integrates the 7 chakras and it's our earth grid interface. So when we're not feeling connected to the planet, the 8th chakra, so it's about being outdoors, it's about sunshine, it's about grass, rocks, you know, it's about life. It's life outside. So that's the 8th chakra. With the heart chakra, it's more about self-love, self-worth, self-esteem, self-belief, getting those contracts. So, yeah, right, no, can you feel that, just out of curiosity? No. So I'm getting a real lightness in my heart. Makes me want to breathe deeply. So after an operation as well, sometimes, you know, the lungs have a hard time coming back to normal, so make sure you're doing some deep breathing exercises to really clear everything out of the lungs. And hold. Hold. Second stage stress. Okay, what do we need? ESR, oscillation chakra, essence, cranial, cheek keys, tuning forks, cheek keys. Okay. Energy. Little doodad.
If you're going to stab me, I'm going to be very mad.
Only a little bit. I'll miss something. Oh, one of those. One behind the ankle. Okay. good. And having a look again, heart, sternum, ethmoid, and hold. And hold, beautiful. Okay, scan through your chakras again. Excellent, good, good, good. Okay. So once again, let's recheck adrenals, adrenals. No, this vital stuff is good. And hold. Okay. So some of your inflammatory responses are just a little bit overloaded since the op. That's all cool. We'll rebalance those. And because with operations you're in that twilight zone between awake and asleep, I'll just check the etheric immune system as well. Hold. Hold. Yeah, that's fine. Hold. Hold. Okay. Something's showing up. There's a process called counselling kinesiology, and it uses several little processes to sort of find out where the body's jammed. So, let's see where you are at the moment. Yeah, right. So your brain's in this spot where you know you're trying to be really congruent in your life. So giving up on the old corporate stuff, owning what you want to do. So congruency is still a real positive goal for your brain that your brain's really enjoying. But the fact that it shows up means that something's just a little bit out of balance somewhere. Yeah. So is this because of the operation? Is it because of the business you've started? Is it because of family stuff? Okay, there's something you're avoiding in your business. I'm sure you know what it is. Yeah, yeah. So, and it's easy to put things aside, sort of think, oh, you know, things will just work through, but sometimes, especially if it's just ticking away in your brain, it's not going to go. Going to just sit there waiting for you to do it. And okay, let me have a look. No, sort of it feels like there's still a little bit of a residue of what we worked on last time. It's someone else's beliefs about what you're doing, so, and you taking on some of their stuff. So it's not yours. It's none of your business what other people think about you. So it's that. So it might not even need to be something you need to do in your business. It might be avoiding. You know, maybe the avoidance is more about laying down your mission statement, or writing your core goals, or writing down your core beliefs about your business, or something like that, so that you really solidify in your mind. This is what I believe. This is who my clients are, this is how I want to treat my clients, so that you get a really good understanding for your own mind, so that you know you're not going to do anything that takes you into a world that you don't want to be in. It's sort of like, so I think it's a leftover residual something, but and your brain's running away from it a bit, but I don't think it's worth running away from. I think it's worth sort of going, okay, what is this annoyance in my brain? How do I sort of work out whether it's really current, whether it's in the past, whether it's not something I need to deal with, but maybe I need to acknowledge it to let it go, or something like that. Let's see what flower essence. That's a bark. Oh, only got one row. I need 2 rows. 9-3.
Am I gonna be okay to drive after all these?
You'll be fine. Big drink of water. So this one is oak. Yeah, right. Oak energy is strong, brave, determined types. You know, so it's like someone who just plods along and keeps getting stuff done. So you can imagine the big old oak tree. It's got a really shallow root system. So we're big and strong until we're not. And that's why dealing with little things as they come along is better than letting them all build up. You're on a roll today. This is 5 drops again. Just saying.
Lucky 5?
Lucky 5. Beautiful. The positives of oak are to let go, have a more surrendering attitude, and trust and faith. Sort of goes against what I was just saying before, but but it's still, yeah, so I think still making sure you've got, like, I don't know whether you've done things like dream charts and vision charts, you know, set yourself projections for your business, but it's sort of got to be, the whys have to be connected, you know, sort of like what you want to do has to be connected to why you want to do it, otherwise your brain doesn't have an emotional reason for making sure it all happens. So it's finding that balance in life, it's finding the better lifestyle, and you know, those sort of things that I know was getting out of the corporate and into your own stuff. So anyway, so oak, so it's about paying attention. Maybe it's about self-love, self-worth, self-esteem, looking after yourself while you're getting all this up and running as well. Maybe that's in the background. Maybe your brain hasn't actually started going, how am I going to take care of myself through this process? Perhaps. Okay. So, once again, back to the PVSS, EMC, MMC, PVSS. No, good. We need a goal online. Okay. Mountain. Okay. When my throat does this, there's something coming up. So this is about being grounded. Excuse me, I need some water. Are you right, Shelby?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Excuse moi. Because it's all about, and these are a few weird little things. It's I am at peace, centered and grounded in my own energies. And hold. Let me see if there's psychological reversal. Want, need, think, safe, believe, deserve, trust. So there's a safety issue around being grounded in your own energy. A bit weird. So it is safe to let go of this problem. And hold. It is safer to keep this problem. And hold. Okay. So we've got to flip that. That's reversed to what it should be. And the other one was, I am able to use my spiritual energies and remain grounded. Hold. So that whole corporate world, very much physical in the here and now, it's like go, 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 go. When you take a step back and you start your own business and you've got to really find your own pace and your own energy, part of that is feeling grounded and having that little bit of a spiritual connected to keep you in your space and to know you're doing what you're meant to be doing. So the one, okay, so spirit, I'm able to use my spiritual energies and remain grounded. Is there psychological reversal? Yep. Want, need, think, safe, believe, deserve, trust. So there's a weird distrust with your unconscious brain that if you're spiritual, you can't be grounded. And in the same way, there's something weird. Your body doesn't want to feel peace, centered and grounded. So maybe it feels like you'll miss something if you're grounded, or, you know, because you were in the rat race for a long time, how can you possibly feel grounded and happy if you're not doing the whole rat race thing? So there's just something a bit weird going on there. So there's a safety and a trust issue around being grounded and in your own energy. And I suppose the anxiety and stress before the operation might have just lifted these sort of things that are going on. And hold, yeah, okay. There goes the little adrenals again. Once again, we'll just see where that gate is. Okay, still high, still high. And hold, and here's some survival switching. Hold, and some deep. And hold, and some hidden. Right. So that's fairly big. So 3 layers of survival switching, EMC, MMC, PVSS. So it's in that periventricular survival system. It's feeling over stressed, over frazzled, so therefore it'll be an avoidance about it. 21. No, yeah. And hold. Okay, so pain and punishment. Okay, but that's stored in your 10th chakra. So that one is linked in with some karmic stuff going on. So need to release that. Release any and all need for old karmic energy. So I need the next layer. Subcolossal gyrus just showed up. There's a general point which didn't test up as being appropriate, so then there's 4 other points I can check. Subcolossal gyrus is how we deal with stress and anger. Okay. So this is linking in, it's definitely past. This isn't anything to do with the current stuff going on. So it's linking in with an old time when your spirit was broken. So it's about regaining your strength, regaining your belief systems, putting yourself out there, owning what you want to do, saying, yes, this is my time to shine. That's a SIPS point, okay. So this is the reticular activating system. Assuming that if you try to be spiritual, it's going to add stress, or if you try to be grounded while you're being spiritual, it's not going to work. So the point on the ankle over here, it's a gallbladder point, and it just says no, the physical brain doesn't believe. And maybe it's about money. Maybe there's that whole thing where you can't be spiritual if you're earning money, or you can't be spiritual if you're, you know, a strong businesswoman or something like that. I remember years ago I had this client, and she was one of the top advertising executives in the radio industry in Australia, and she was an automatic writer, so that means that when she was at the end of the day, she would just write a journal every night, but she actually had several spirit guides, so she would actually put her pen to paper and she would just start writing about the day just to get it out of her brain. And then at some stage, different spirit guides would jump in, and she could tell who was giving her information by the different handwritings. And she actually had gone to a medium who had said to her that spirituality and money had nothing to do with each other. There was nothing wrong with being on the earth and having an income, and it had, you know, the two had nothing to do with each other. And then she actually got all her team to do visualization at the beginning of each month with their goals for the month. And her team was like the team in Australia who just kept hitting their goals month after month after month after month. They were an award-winning team for like 2-3 years doing that. Now the RAS circuit. Serotonin. Oh, okay. Hopefully energy-wise, you've been good since the operation. Serotonin is, of course, the antidepressant hormone. But if there's any inflammation in the gut since the operation, sort of